Over 30 years ago, a man by the name of Sean Robertson inherited a mysterious painting from his deceased grandmother. According to an article written by author and historian Joseph Kay, Sean's grandmother had received the painting from a friend of hers but had kept it locked away in an attic for over 25 years due to several strange and unexplainable events that began to happen soon after receiving the mysterious painting. Insisting that the painting was evil, Sean's grandmother had claimed that a dark figure had been lurking in her house ever since she received the painting, and that strange noises such as crying, screaming, and yelling could all be heard coming from the painting. After inheriting the painting, both Sean and his wife began to notice some very strange things going on in their house. And not only that, but they also began to notice that even the very paint on the canvas seemed to have a strange appearance to it. So after having the painting both analyzed and tested, they discovered that the painting had actually been painted in human blood. This painting, known as the Englishman, is currently known as one of the most haunted paintings in the world. Although not much is known about this painting or its origin, what is known about this painting is truly terrifying. All that is known about this painting is that it was created by an unknown artist using their own blood, and that the artist had committed suicide shortly after finishing it. Although this is a very disturbing story, it actually isn't the only one of its kind. Throughout history, there have actually been many paintings which countless people have reported to have strange and unexplainable experiences with. Imagine you're in an art museum. You're looking at all the art, and suddenly there's one painting that seems to get your attention. You look at it, and suddenly you feel very sick, and you're filled with a deep sense of pain, loss, sadness, and death. This is exactly what many people have reported about witnessing The Dead Mother by Edvard Munch. Edvard Munch, who was most famous for painting The Scream, experienced a lot of dark things when he was a kid. As explained by Biography.com, he witnessed both his mother and his sister die of tuberculosis, while another one of his sisters were institutionalized for mental illness, and his brother died of pneumonia. One theory that people have made about this painting is that this painting is actually of his mother, who he saw die of tuberculosis, and that the girl in the painting is actually a representation of him. Some people say that the girl's eyes follow you, and that the bed covers in the painting move. People have even reported of even having dreams of the girl's eyes watching them after seeing the painting for the first time, sometimes for even nights or even months on end. To this day, no one has ever wanted to own this painting, and it has spent its entire existence in a museum. Although there have been many paintings which many people have had strange and unexplainable experiences with, it still hasn't stopped many skeptics from trying to find a logical explanation to some of these events. One example of this is the explanation that skeptics have made to debunk the portrait of a noblewoman, Teresa Rivera. In 2005, an Italian TV show showed a painting owned by a self-proclaimed psychic of a noble lady wearing 19th century clothes and had a slight but distinguishable frown. However, when the painting was seen through the viewfinder of a camera, the mouth seemed to curl up into a smile. Even though nothing could be seen with the naked eye, and the film recorded through the camera did not show anything unusual. On the show, it was claimed that this was an unexplainable phenomenon. However, as claimed by the CSI, Committee for Skeptical Inquiry, in reality it was a simple optical effect due to the round shape of the viewfinder, which tends to make images more rounded and narrow. In other words, it was just an illusion created by the shape of the camera. Although this is a really interesting theory that holds a lot of probability, it still doesn't account for several other strange and unexplainable eyewitness testimonies of people encountering haunted or cursed artwork. One such painting, according to the Daily Dot, has been terrifying people for decades, and it was described as being worth 1 million nightmares. Not to mention the fact that the children in this painting have even been reported to move and even leave the painting. There have been reports of people who see this painting, even just online, as having strange and unexplainable experiences following seeing the painting. According to a BBC article, reports include people being violently ill or fainting, children screaming upon seeing the painting, and observers being gripped by an unseen entity. In 1972, the artist Bill Stoneham painted The Hands Resist Him, which was first displayed at an art gallery in Beverly Hills, California. In the art gallery, which includes this painting, was also reviewed by an art critic for the Los Angeles Times. Although there is a lot of mystery surrounding this painting, something that is certain is that the owner of the gallery where the painting was first shown, as well as the LA Times critic who first reviewed who reviewed the show, were both dead within a year of the painting's showing. Rather these stories are true or not, there's no denying that there are definitely some things that science just can't explain. While skeptics may try to debunk these paintings, it's simply impossible to fully explain everything, and there are still many more paintings with mysteries that to this day still remain unsolved.